doing well. I hope you're feeling well and in good spirits. So I'm gonna give everyone just a moment to see who comes in, see who comes through tonight. I have a good one scheduled for you tonight. We're gonna talk about, is coaching a scam? Is life coaching a scam? This is something that a lot of people talk about. I've heard a lot of horror stories when it comes to coaching. I am passionate about this subject as a coach myself. So my goal in this evening is to educate you a little bit more about what coaching is, what to expect, what coaching looks like, talk about some of the myths of coaching, and talk about some of the mishandling of coaching practices. We're going to get into it. So give me just a moment. Let me see if anyone is in the building. I am new to live streaming, so bear with me. I'm just getting acquainted here with what I'm looking at and making sure that I'm not missing anything. And we're going to start in just a moment. We're going to get right into it. So as I stated before in another live, I was looking to have more of a consistent schedule within 2 to 3 weeks since I did that last live video. It's going to be the beginning of the year before I can get a consistent schedule as far as scheduling my live streams, but it is on my to-do list. I am working on it. My schedule is going to open up and calm down a little bit where I can have a little more consistency and come on live and have fun with these lives because I like it. There's a lot for me to learn. There's a lot that I want to do, but so far so good. I like it. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Is coaching a scam? Are people just out here preying on weak souls? Is there any scientific approach to coaching? Is it just a bunch of hoopla and BS? Let's talk about coaching. So first, I feel like it's important to go over what coaching is. The definition of coaching. And coaching is a progressive progress that is focused on a specific outcome. It's focused on helping you to get unstuck, to help you grow, to achieve a certain goal. And that's why you see so many different types of coaches, because there really is a lane for everyone in coaching. No matter what your goal is, if you want to lose weight, if you want to heal from a traumatic situation, if you want to grow your business, if you want to learn how to facilitate a group or be a leader of some type of organization, there is coaching to help you get whatever task help you get whatever task it is that you want to attain. That's what I love about coaching. So for me, I'm going to say no. Coaching is not a scam. I stand by coaching. I believe in coaching. And there is a lane for everyone. That's what I love about coaching. For me, coaching is one of those professions that's helping to move in and usher in the change of society. Our economy is crumbling. Things are being done differently. Technology is growing, and we are communicating with each other in different ways. And coaching allows us to be very accessible all over the world, by Zoom meetings, by phone meetings. No longer do you have to sit in the office and get any type of coaching session, any type of therapy session, mentoring, consultations. You can do this online. So that's the beautiful thing about coaching. And yes, I have my notes here, so I'm gonna make sure that I stay on topic and touch the things that I want to touch. So now that I've gotten into a little bit about what coaching is, what I feel about coaching, coaching is really one of those things that when done right, you're going to get results. You're going to get results. You're going to be led by a person who embodies what it is that they're teaching you to do. So let's get into some of these myths and misdealings of some of these life coaches out here, because it's not all pretty. And I'm here to acknowledge that it is not all pretty. It is a lot of foolery that's going on with coaching. Oh, who do I see? Who do I see in a building? Wait a minute. I'm seeing some hearts. What's up? How do you say your name? Datley and P? Did I pronounce that correctly? Welcome. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions while you are here, please drop them in the chat. I will answer them, okay? All right, all right. How? I didn't pronounce your name right? I'm sorry. Is there another name that I can call you? Either way, thank you for being here. Sending you love and greetings. Thank you for being here. And like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, experiences that you want to vent about coaching in the chat, please do so. That's what I'm here for. We're here to understand coaching. Call you D. All right, D. Nice to meet you, D. I feel like I want to try to pronounce your name one more time, but I'm just going to butcher it again. All right, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. So, one of the myths about coaching that I really feel like needs to be dismantled, that people need to realize about coaching, is that coaching is not therapy. That is a myth. Coaching is not therapy. Although coaching is another option that you can have as far as coming to a resolution about a problem, it's not to be used in place of therapy. It is not the same as therapy. Coaching is not therapy. Coaching is more focused on the future, your behaviors now. How are you going to get a positive outcome? How are you going to get to another point in your life that's been keeping you stuck? It is about progression. When it comes to a licensed therapist or a psychologist or a psychiatrist even who deals with mental diagnosis and disorders, a coach is not going to deal with that part. A coach is really not going to dig so much into your past, and they're not going to be able to diagnose you with any type of disorder such as anxiety, PTSD. That is not the job of a coach. And there are some times when the lines get blurred, for instance, with my niche. I am a self-revival and master spirit coach. I'm passionate about uplifting, empowering, and educating women. My specialty is coaching survivors of domestic abuse and sex trauma. So with that said, I dig into a lot of the mind, thought patterns, learned behaviors, your trauma that, helped you to get to the point to where you are, of just needing to change your behaviors, of needing to set stronger boundaries. So that is what coaching does. Coaching is not to be used in place of therapy. It is not therapy. That myth needs to go. And the little side shade about coaches wanting to be therapists, that needs to go too. I believe coaching, there's room for everyone. There's all types of talented people who can reach different people. So it's about finding your tribe and choosing someone who resonates with you. So another myth that I want to go over is, a lot of people think that coaching is oversaturated. And I'm going to say no. Coaching is not oversaturated. There is a need for coaching. Coaching is one of those things that has been around for a little over 40 years now, and it is growing. It is going to continue to grow by year. The coaching field is projected to grow by at least, I think, 2 to 3% over the next 3 to 5 years. Yes, what's your question, D? What's your question, D? I see you. What's your question? Let me mark off where I am. What's your question, D? D, what's your question? All right, as you get your question together, I should make videos. Tell me a little more. I should make videos about, on, because I do. make videos, and I'm trying to perfect my craft of communicating myself effectively. So tell me a little bit more. You should make videos. Tell me a little bit more. Of, I should make photos. What is that? I'm not familiar with what that is. What is that? What's that, D? Nod. NOD. You can make a funny video. You can also make food contest videos. That's, I'm just getting started. So there's a lot for me to discover. There's a lot for me to learn. There's a lot that I want to experiment with. However, it's also very important for me to stay true to myself, to stay true to my message, to stay true to what it is I'm here to do. Because I'm here with purpose. I'm here to help people. And so I really feel like it's important to stick to what I feel like my gift is. Although I can share my gift with many ways with the people. So, I appreciate the ideas. I can definitely do a lot as far as figuring out how to reach the people. I agree with that, and I'm always open to that. But at the same time, I'm always going to be true to my message, who I am. I'm going to be myself, and gimmicks is not my cup of tea. I'm going to stick to what it is that I need to, so people can have can get the healing and can know that someone is here who takes them seriously. That's what's important to me. But I appreciate that, D. So I'm gonna get back into some of the coaching myths. I've already talked about coaching being oversaturated. Um, and I can see how people think that coaching is saturated because every time you turn around, it's a coach for this, it's a coach for that. You got people online selling courses and whatever, whatnot. But when I tell you, the wonderful thing about coaching is that there is a coach for each problem. There's a coach for each solution for each solution that you want to get. So therefore, it's not oversaturated. The field is not oversaturated. If you're thinking about being a coach, if you want to be a coach, if you're choosing a life coach, it's very important to know that you have options. You have choices. You have choices. Which leads me into the third myth about coaching, which I think is something worth talking about. Um, it's the myth that anybody off the streets can be a coach. You could just come in and call yourself a coach. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to have any knowledge. You can just call yourself a coach and start making money immediately. Okay? I'm going to say that that's true and false. It's true and false because another beautiful thing about coaching, I'm always going to big up coaching. Another beautiful thing about coaching is that it is not a entity that's governed by the government at this time. Oh, well, thank you for popping in, D. Thank you for popping in, and thank you for being here. And check out the live when you have time. You have a good one. But anyone can be a coach. That's partially true. That's true and false. And like I said, coaching is not something that's watched over by the government at this time. Although I do believe that as coaches begin to expand even more and start really getting into that bag, they might really change the requirements from being a coach. So anyone can technically call themselves a coach. But what I will say is that for anyone who is calling themselves a coach, whether you get certification or not, it doesn't dictate if you have that skill. There are so many people who just have that natural gift of communication. There are so many people who have lived lives that are just so traumatic and filled with drama that you've overcome so many times that you can teach life because you've overcome, you've lost things over and over, and you've picked yourself up over and over. So when it comes to someone just choosing to be a coach, for the most part, I really do think that it takes a special type of person to even want to get into coaching. And yes, there are some greedy people that get into coaching for the wrong reasons. We'll get into that later. But for the most part, I really do believe that people want to help people. It takes a special person to want to be a coach. And even if you start off coaching without certification, it doesn't mean that you can't go educate yourself later. I know of a lot of people who have started off the coaching business who were not certified, who are now certified, who are now expanding in their careers and doing more and getting some psychology degrees. If I'm speaking correctly, Tanya TKO, who has built an amazing brand for herself, and as a coach, to my knowledge, she started off certified, but as she goes, as she builds, and as she grows her platform, she's educating herself and she's doing the things to make sure that she understands what it is that she's bringing to you. So that's one person, just to mention, that I really respect as far as someone who is putting in the work for coaching, and just an example of how it can go either way. I think there is a young lady, oh shoot, I can't remember her name. Is it Crystal L. Sanders? Kristen L. Sanders? When she started off coaching, she was not certified. But however, through the process, once she got up and going, she now got her certification. And her not having a certification did not affect her brand. She still has a good size of followers. She is still growing and prospering. So the fact that someone is certified or not really shouldn't determine whether you deal with them or whether they're a good coach or not. It's the qualities that they display. It's how hard they go into educating themselves and perfecting their craft, how well they're able to communicate, how well they're able to communicate with you. Excuse me. I'm trying not to go back to my notes so much. I'm still getting comfortable with this live, but I really want to make sure that I get out, everything that I want to discuss as far as life coaching, because I really feel like it's misunderstood. And in order to get good results, know what to expect, and understand coaching, you have to ask some questions. You have to look at it from different views and be informed. Okay, so as far as anyone just being off the streets. So that goes into the fourth myth that I want to talk about. The fourth myth that I want to talk about. The third one is anyone can just be a life coach. But the fourth that I want to talk about is that you need certification or expensive certification to get started. That you need to be certified or an expensive course to get started as a coach. That is not true. You do not need certification to get started. You do not need to invest in a expensive course. I was able to find a very affordable coaching school that offered a lot. And to be honest with you, when it comes to choosing a school or a coach, you really have to research what they stand for, what they offer, because there are so many aspects to coaching. Not only are you talking about the actual art of coaching, how to structure a coaching session, how to get results. Not only are you doing that, but you're also learning how to be an entrepreneur. You're also learning the business side of things. You're also learning editing and all types of things. So if you're just going through a coaching school that's not giving you value, that's not really going in depth with their syllabus, not teaching you things that you need to know, not helping you with marketing as far as what to do after you get your certificate, you just really have to get your money's worth when it comes to that. But it's not necessary. It's not necessary. When I tell you although I took a coaching course, I learned so much and continue to learn so much from people who are doing it, certified and not. From, your big people like Tony Robbins, which I love and respect Tony Robbins. I have been following him for the many years that he's been doing what he's doing. And he is a high ticket coach who has really built a name for himself and doing his thing. Lisa Nichols, someone who has an amazing story as far as just starting from the bottom and really building a brand for herself to where she is now a high ticket coach. It don't matter where you're starting from. All that matters is your passion, your ability to learn, how far you're going to go with it, and your ability to keep evolving, learning, and growing. So yes, even if your life coach is not certified, it does not mean that they're not a good coach. And even if your coach is certified, it does not mean that they are a good coach. Because I really believe that there are two types of coaches. There are coaches that are anointed and coaches that are appointed. And those anointed coaches are really going to be those people who have the ability to not only communicate effectively with people, but be able to walk it how they talk it. Be able to live and be an embodiment of what it is that they are teaching people. So that's what determines a good coach. Let's see. Did I go over all of my myths that I wanted to? I believe I do. So some of the things that you need to be watchful for when you are dealing with these coaches. First of all, when you're dealing with anyone from the internet, you do not know people on the net. You don't know what they stand for. And when it really comes to following a person, practicing, hold on. I really want to hear this too. Oh, okay. I was reading that last message that D left. I thought there was something else going on in the chat, but yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the coaching community that need to be called out. There is a lot of pandering going on. There's a lot of misinformation that's going on. There's a lot of people who are misleading the masses. There are still a lot of people who are hurt and not healed. And don't get me wrong, life coaches are not perfect. Life coaches are not people who are perfect, who have everything all figured out and just here to tell you what to do. No. Life coaches are people who struggle, who conquer over their fears, conquer their circumstances, and keep moving forward anyway, and know how to do so most likely with a positive mindset. So, you have like I'm going to use Derek Jackson, Derek Jackson for example, who built an amazing brand for himself. For me personally, I've always felt that he did a lot of pandering to women, and I did not feel that he was 100% genuine. And for me, a coach who is 100% genuine is a person who is living by their principles. So misleading people, being greedy, and not knowing how to control yourself while trying to lead someone else, it's not right. No one is perfect. Yes, that man can make mistakes. He is human. But at the same time, it's just like, what are you showing? What are you showing people on a regular basis? Are you showing people that you are more positive and healed and loving and cooperative? Or are you telling people largely that you are greedy, that you just want to fatten your pockets, that you just want to create mini-me's and minions who think like you? A lot of coaches out here are wanting to brainwash, are really wanting to brainwash. And that is not a sign of a good, balanced coach. A balanced coach is always going to empower you to come to your own conclusion. They're going to help you get there. They're not going to tell you what to do and what they think and what you should do. That's not the position of a coach. The position of a coach is not to play fix it or to tell you what to do. Just know that. So when coaches start to step into that and take away from your ability to think for yourself, to figure out how to be creative about your solution, you might want your money back. You might want your money back. Uh, Also, another thing that when it comes to coaching, as far as misdealing with clients, a lot of coaches have this one shoe fits all approach. Everyone is different. And again, that comes from those coaches who want minions, who just want people to believe and go by all of their talking points. No coach should be telling you, oh, there's only one way. Just like when it comes to the platform on YouTube, when it comes to building a channel, when it comes to growing your channel, there are a lot of different ways that people say that you can build your channel. So if you're getting coaching from someone and they say, oh, there's only one way, you have to do it this way, you might not want to listen to that person because they're not balanced, open-minded, or creative. It sounds like they want to control you. So be mindful of people who have their own issues that are not in check, who want to control you and how you think. Because there's a lot of that going on online, male and female. There's a lot of that going on, and it needs to stop. Let's see. Some other behaviors of knowing that a life coach that you're dealing with might not have your best interest, that, they might need some more growth, that maybe this is not the right fit for you. People tell on themselves after time, especially someone who is posting all the time, especially someone who is really going in depth about their life, their experiences. You begin to really get to learn people or see a certain aspect of people online, and you see people's imperfections. You get to see how people think, and you get to see some of the ugliest parts of people because we expose ourselves. It's human, behavior. So when it comes to finding a coach who is balanced and who is going to help you, look for someone who is just not reckless. And a reckless coach is, someone who is speaking recklessly with generalizations, using words like all to describe people or things. Every time, always. Those are words that you want to stay away from when it comes to coaching in therapy, because it really just puts your thinking in a box and it leads to negative thinking. So someone who is living recklessly is not going to be, these are people who come on live half naked with they shirts off or laying in the bed. You're a coach and you coming online laying in the bed, not being professional. That's just me. I'm a little bit old school with it, but just think about it. If you're serious about coaching people, about affecting lives, don't you want to be taken seriously? Coming on live with your muscles all out, with your pecs moving and all that. Those are the type of coaches who are looking to sleep with their clientele. Why? Because there's a lot of broken people looking to be led, looking to be loved, looking for direction, which is one reason why coaching is so popular. Coaching is so popular because there is a major need for people to deal with stress, to cope with stress, to learn how to move forward with this economy, with all of the stress of bills and inflation, things going on in our government. So, you really just have to be on top of the choices, the people that you're dealing with, and learn how to recognize good behavior and poor behavior, because the people with poor behavior are going to be out here hoodwinking you, are going to be out here fooling and manipulating you, and Abusers and manipulators like to be where they can find their prey online, in jobs or position to where they have an influx of the type of people that they're looking to manipulate and control. All right, so let's head into the next thing. Oh, and also, I do want to go into a little bit more about why coaching is so popular. It's because it's so accessible. I think I mentioned that earlier. It's accessible. You have a coach for everything. And so that's a wonderful thing to where you have options. I think I covered that. I feel like I'm backtracking a little bit. But yeah, when it comes to coaching and integrity, we all know that integrity is something that is dying. Integrity is dying. And there are a lot of people who come online thinking that, oh yeah, coaching is a fast hustle. Let me come online and come up with some little BS books and some little BS courses and overcharge. Although I do believe that you should, benefit from your coaching. You should be able to, charge your worth when it comes for coaching. You should not be afraid to ask for payment when you are doing what you say that you're going to do and when you are providing results. That's okay. But to just be coming up with non-interactive BS little courses, charging thousands of dollars for this one shoe fits all approach, it has to stop. So, as a coach myself, I'm not oblivious to the things that are going on. The hustle. Coaching is looked at as a hustle nowadays, and there's a lot of people that's trying to get in their bag for coaching. But if you are a coach that is anointed instead of appointed, we are people who are making a big impact in the world, and we are shifting. And as a spirit coach, I got to get into the spiritual part of it, the spiritual aspect of it. Since 2020, the acceleration of the destruction of our system is here, like it's being elevated. So I really do believe that coaching is a part of that transition that while we're having so much to struggle with as a society, we are really nurturing society, and we are really teaching society to be leaders, to think for themselves, how to produce for themselves, how to be productive, how to be focused. Life coaching and the service of coaching is providing so much value to our community and helping our community grow. And it's assisting in this change. So it's very important to stay on top of the changes of technology, how to connect with people, because the way that things were are slowly changing. And we're moving towards a different way of living. Some of it's going to be good, some of it's going to be bad. And as a whole, unfortunately, I do believe that the last shall become first and the first shall become last. But before that happens, there's a lot of calamity. There's a lot of different things that we have to experience that are going to be hurtful as a people in order for us to grow. And healthy coaches are helping to usher in that positive thinking. If you're a light worker of any kind, a healer of any kind, whether you work in healthcare, whether you heal through music, no matter what it is, there is an influx of us expanding on our skills, growing, learning, and teaching others so that society can be built back up once it's torn down. Did I see someone else join? Welcome. Do I see someone else joining the live? I see you. Welcome. I am happy to see you. Talking about, is life coaching a scam? just some of the myths and mishandling of coaching, and why it's so important to know what you're dealing with, learning how to see good behaviors and quality of a person that you're going to choose to give you coaching services, or that you're going to choose to listen to, or that you're knowledgeable about the service that you're going to be paying your hard-earned money for. Don't just give people your money and not understand the service it is that you're getting. You know, don't underestimate the part that you play. And so one thing that I want to end with as we begin to close, I have somewhere I have to be. I want to talk about what you should expect from quality coaching. And the name of the game is results. You should expect results. You should expect someone that's going to hold you accountable. If you want some real change in coaching, you have to go prepared with the mindset to be open-minded and be able to look at the good and the bad and the ugly. And in order to do that, you have to have a good rapport with your coach. You must trust your coach. You have to feel safe and comfortable opening up to your coach. And when you've had good coaching, you will see results. You will grow. And it's structured. Some coaches out here are not structured. They're just blowing with the wind. Just telling you whatever, session by session. Coaching is structured to deliver and give results. So let me just go through the chat to see if there are any questions perhaps that I may have missed about coaching. And when it comes to coaches, I also hear I hear the misconception that you just have to be down bad to need coaching. And I hear that for therapy as well. You don't have to be just down bad and broken and just torn all the way up and destroyed to have coaching or therapy, although at those times it is helpful. Coaching is for healthy individuals who want to learn how to get better. Most likely, clients of coaching clients are people who are responsible, who take their growth seriously, who want to go to the next level of whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. You're not just broken and need somebody. And coaching is not just a service that's for the rich. There are coaches on all levels. Some who may be affordable, some who may not be. Some may be high ticket coaches who coach, you know, a different population of people, a different career sector. Like you have people who coach executives of businesses and CEOs of businesses. Those are high ticketed coaches. But coaching is not just a service that is for the rich. Okay, you don't have to be just down and out to enjoy coaching. Coaching is for whenever you might be feeling stuck, you need a nudge, you need an accountability partner, you need an ally, and you need results. That is what coaching is about. That's what real coaching is about. So I hope that I gave you some understanding a little bit about what coaching is, what you should look for, what it is not, and empower yourself when you're online and when you're hiring people to influence your choices or your mind, or people who you are opening up to. That's a vulnerable thing, and you really have to be careful and protect yourself. All right. My name is Latasha. The name of my platform is Clara's Revival. I am your certified self-revival and master spirit coach. For one-on-one coaching, you may book online at clarasrevival.com. All new clients get a free 45-minute clarity session. And that clarity session just gives us a chance to get to know each other, get to see if we have good rapport, if we fit, you know, if I want to work with you, if you want to work with me. it's a relationship that has to feel organic and natural for me. And the clarity session also gives me a chance to help you discover the direction that you want to go in your life, some of the things and challenges that are holding you back, some of the ways that you are stuck, what's on the line if you don't change. Those are the types of things that you're going to get with a 45-minute free clarity session with me. So you may do so. You may book for that online, clarasrevival.com. If you have any questions, any concerns about coaching, you may email me, my coach at clarasrevival.com. Also, if I have blessed you, I welcome you. You can show me some love via Cash App, hashtag LoveClara360. I enjoyed you all, fam. Oh, camera all over the place. I enjoyed tonight's topic. I feel like I may need to go into maybe a part 2 or do this again because I'm really new to this live. I'm a bit nervous, and I looked at my notepad a little bit too much than I wanted to myself. So those are just some observations that I'm making for myself on ways that I can get better as I interact with you. So I am aware. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, if you have any input that you want to get, any constructive criticism, I am open for it. Just be respectful. I love you, fam. I will talk to you soon. Peace.